results. When it comes to marketing for small business owners, what would be one insight that you would want to leave with viewers and listeners today to ensure that they're really connecting with the right audience, engaging and creating real value, or offering real value, which, as we know, continues to really build that audience of people who are our ideal clients? What would be one thing that you'd love to leave with people today?
I would leave people with this idea, this concept of the super fan. I think we're really entering a new phase in social media in which you as a business need to work with your super fan. And a super fan is that person that is so engaged with your business. They love your business. They will write you a review on Yelp. They will take a selfie with Instagram. There are a certain core audience to your business that passionately loves your brand. And I think many businesses just don't cultivate that relationship. So a lot of people, influencer marketing, which is true, and influencer marketing is great, but super fan marketing, working with that core audience, who are those people that really love your brand and will work with you and you can nurture. And I think that getting that core super fan is so critical to the next generation.
Yes.
of social media marketing.
Yeah, that's interesting. When you're thinking then of superfan, I mean, I would imagine that it's someone that is already very much part of your community and they are sharing, they're engaging with your content. What are some things that we can do that you see that's not yet happening in a business, maybe even taking what you've spoken to the next level, that has those superfans step forward? Because I'm sure that there are super fans that are in our community that we're just, as you said, not aware of. What can we do as businesses to really ramp up what we're doing to really pull those super fans out so that we can really start to generate an environment in which they just step forward?
They step forward, right. I think one thing is super fans like inside information. So I was just at Disney. I was just at Disneyland. I went to Disneyland on Memorial Day for the break, and I went as a marketer, right? I have 2 daughters and a wife. So I was like, okay, here we are at Disney. So much Disney I can take. But I love it as a marketer because boy, does Disney have marketing figured out, right? And people who love Disney, who are the super fans, love inside information. They love the early tour. You get there an hour early. They love the dinner with the characters. They love the behind the scenes. They love what are called the Easter eggs. So there's certain things that if you can be the person that wakes the birds up at the tiki room. So there's a whole kind of inside information that you can create, and then you create some exclusive relationship with those super fans who really want to, they want to see how the bread is baked. They want to know behind the scenes. And so I think if you're any kind of business that can share behind the scenes content and maybe make it a little exclusive so that only certain people can get that, that's a way to help them step forward, because they're the fan who really wants to know the inside story of how that's being built. That's one common technique is inside information.